Summary: The Killing Fields of Cambodia. The Killing Fields of Cambodia recount one of the darkest tragedies in modern history, unfolding under the Khmer Rouge regime from 1975 to 1979. After decades of political instability, civil war, and the impact of the Vietnam War, Cambodia was left weakened and vulnerable. When the Khmer Rouge, led by Pol Pot, entered Phnom Penh on April 17, 1975, many Cambodians believed peace had finally arrived. Instead, it marked the beginning of a genocidal experiment that would claim nearly 2 million lives. Immediately after taking power, the Khmer Rouge ordered the complete evacuation of Phnom Penh and other cities. Millions of people, children, patients, monks, and the elderly, were forced to march into the countryside. This massive displacement, justified by claims of imminent American bombing, was actually the first step toward redesigning society according to the regime's radical ideology. The Khmer Rouge declared the start of Year Zero, aiming to wipe out Cambodia's history, culture, religion, education, and social structure. Their vision was to create a pure agrarian society based on farming, obedience, and total control. Under this system, cities were abolished, money was banned, markets were shut down, religion was forbidden, and families were separated. Intellectuals, teachers, monks, doctors, and anyone with education or foreign connections became targets. Even simple signs, wearing glasses, soft hands, or speaking another language, could be treated as evidence of betrayal. Fear and suspicion dominated daily life. People were placed into labor camps called cooperatives, where they worked up to 16 hours a day digging canals, planting rice, or building dams. Food was scarce. Most people received only thin porridge or spoonfuls of rice. Starvation, disease, and exhaustion killed thousands. Any small mistake, complaint, or sign of weakness could result in punishment, disappearance, or execution. Children were separated from parents and indoctrinated to believe the regime above family, sometimes even encouraged to spy on their own relatives. One of the most terrifying symbols of this era was S21, the Tuol Sleng prison. Originally a school, it became a torture and interrogation center where between 14,000 and 17,000 people were imprisoned. Only a handful survived. Prisoners were forced to confess to crimes they never committed, and were later transported to the killing fields at Choong Ek, where they were executed. To save bullets, the Khmer Rouge used farming tools while propaganda music played loudly to drown the sounds of victims. Across Cambodia, more than 300 mass grave sites were created. When these sites were uncovered after 1979, thousands of skulls and bones revealed the scale of brutality. Families were shattered. Many never learned what happened to their loved ones. The trauma of this era continues to affect generations, leaving deep emotional scars. By late 1978, escalating conflicts with Vietnam pushed the region into war. Vietnamese forces eventually entered Phnom Penh on January 7, 1979, ending the Khmer Rouge regime. Survivors emerged from labor camps and forests to find devastated cities, broken families, and a nation in ruins. Rebuilding Cambodia would take decades. Justice was slow. Many Khmer Rouge leaders lived freely for years. Only in the 2000s did the extraordinary chambers in the courts of Cambodia, ECCC, begin trials, convicting key leaders such as Duch Nuon Chea and Khieu Samphan. Pol Pot died before facing justice. Although the trials documented important evidence, many survivors still feel justice will never be complete. Today, the Killing Fields and S21 Museum serve as painful reminders of the dangers of extremist ideology and absolute power. They teach the world vital lessons: that societies must protect human rights, value education, reject blind obedience, and remember history to prevent such tragedies from repeating. The resilience of the Cambodian people is a testament to their strength in overcoming immense suffering.